Smoking the ganj.
Fatty Boombalatti. Turtle. Hot Schnookum. Goat cheese omelet.
What?
The devil's lettuce.
Oh.
Those are names for it. Snoop's Bunion.
Goat cheese omelet?
Goat cheese omelet.
I never heard. Or turtle?
Turtle.
What? Why?
Snoop's Bunion. Come on.
Snoop's Bunion. That's a good one. I'd never heard of these other ones.
It's my turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to the, what is it, 26th?
I think we're on 26.
Why don't
yep.
I ever remember? Welcome to the 26th episode of Beer and Fjär. My name is Paige.
My name is Zach. We're just doing so many of these, it's just hard to keep track of them all.
Yeah. Zach just gave me chocolate, and I'm very happy about it.
And I'm doing laundry. We have the sounds of the washing machine.
It's dulcet
Behind
sounds.
us.
It's a... Just everybody be quiet. That's nice.
It's pretty good.
That's nice. It's very... It sets the ambiance.
What's this episode about,
This
Paige?
episode is on Bakeneko.
I'd never heard of this before. I took 2 years of
Or
Japanese.
Bakoneko.
I think it's Bakeneko.
Bakeneko.
If you're going to say...
Neko wafer.
Like Neko wafers. I took 2 years of Japanese and I never heard of this before. I mean, Neko is cat.
Yes.
But I'd never heard of this being
Essentially,
a scary thing.
demon cat.
Demon Cats is episode 26, Bakeneko.
Japanese demon cat, specifically.
So I was very perplexed when she picked this.
You're
but,
perplexed every time I suggest anything.
Yeah, you suggest some weird stuff, but I'm into it. I dig it. It just you catch me off guard a little bit. So
That's the whole point. It's about learning new things and keeping you confused because it keeps me amused.
nice.
Let me ask you about your week.
You're gonna ask me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Because it tracks what I do. And where I go and the places I visit.
Need a reminder.
Because I can't remember on my own. Well, last week we talked about, because the 5th is when we recorded last episode, right?
Is there?
Yeah, we talked about the brewery, that whole
that's what happens.
adventure. Nothing crazy since then. I got breakfast at Buttermilk in Geneva. Yeah, it was nice. I like their food. Delicious.
Their food is good. They have great pancakes.
They do. Really,
You
everything
always
they
get
have.
waffles.
Everything they have is good, and their milkcachinos are really good.
We need to go back there. We need to go back to a breakfast place together.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it sucks not being able to. I mean, it's nice that we talked about this before. It's nice that these places are still open. People are still able to go out and go get breakfast or lunch or whatever. But obviously people aren't going out as much, especially bars and
I
clubs
just feel
and
for
things
small
like that.
businesses, man.
Yeah, and I kind of
Everyone's
miss that
taking
stuff.
such a hit.
Yeah, I miss going out. I'm glad people are still doing it. I'm glad people are supporting small businesses.
What matters?
Yeah. And then,
You're gonna get your next shot.
yep, COVID shot number 2
This is the one where he'll finally grow a second head.
is in another week. So in 1 week, I'm going to have my second shot.
Good times.
And I'm ready for the unbelievable arm pain again.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very enjoyable.
I don't have anything else to talk about because my life's boring. What about you?
Nothing new. Nothing to report, at least. We went over my creepy boss that I quit.
Still out of a job?
Yeah.
Enjoying that unemployed life?
No.
No?
I'm making any money.
No. It's
I don't have anything new. Nothing really happened. Nothing crazy. I can't think of anything, at least.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like that.
It's one of those weeks.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Another cold February Chicago
God, I
winter.
cannot wait until it is April.
And it
Get me
starts
the
getting warmer.
fuck out of this weather. Anyways,
We'll get into it
Yep.
as my laptop powers on. It'll take about 20 minutes for me to be able to pull this Word document up. So
well, I mean, let me go over the beer
Your
in the
segment.
brewery. Okay, this beer is called Hell Kitty Kitty.
Hell Kitty Kitty.
Hell Kitty Kitty, and it is from Whiner Beer Co.
Whiner?
Yep, Whiner.
Like Winer?
Whiner.
Oh, like someone who whines.
Whiner Beer. Yeah.
Okay.
And their picture is it us.
Hey, it us.
It us. Go on their website. It's very cute. They have animated GIFs for all of their backgrounds. I'm going to show you the one for the beer we're drinking now. They have a lot of cat-themed beers. They have one that's literally called Meow, and it's spelled Miaou. They focus on barrel-aged beer, a tradition common in Belgium and France that is gaining foothold in the U.S. industry. Veterans and partners Brian Taylor and Rhea Neri aim to make beers for people with a wonder-lost palate. A curiosity for the strange and unknown, and those who take their beer seriously but never themselves. Housed in the plant, a net zero energy business incubator located in Chicago's Back of the Yards neighborhood, Whiner aims to promote environmentally responsible brewing. The brewery will play a major role in the operations of the plant's anaerobic digester. Once up and running, Whiner spent grain will help fuel the digester, producing energy for the entire building.
Interesting.
Brian Taylor, the co-founder and brewmaster, has more than 15 years of experience in the brewing industry and a brewing science degree from the Siebel Institute and World Brewing Academy in Munich, Germany.
Wow.
He has worked for Flying Dog Brewery in Denver, Colorado, and Boulevard Brewing Company in Kansas City. Most recently, Taylor worked at Goose Island Beer Company in Chicago, Illinois, where he played a key role in launching a wine barrel aging program that ultimately led to the development of multiple award-winning beers.
This guy knows what he's doing. We had Flying Dog, right? The same Flying Dog? Mm-hmm. Man,
We
this
had
guy's
Tropical Bitch from Flying Dog.
MVP.
Rhea Neri, she is obviously the other co-founder, and I don't know what that is. Bretano Mouse? It's spelled mouse. Brettano.
I don't know.
Not sure. It just says Taylor's partner, Rhea Neri, is a certified Cicerone and craft beer enthusiast who also studied at the Siebel Institute of Technology in Chicago and completed the Masters of Beers Styles program and the Sensory Analysis courses. Neri has developed beer programs for acclaimed bars and restaurants in Chicago. I'm not sure about
Got
that.
some experts in the field.
They do seem
working
like
at
they
this
know what they're
brewery.
doing. Hell Kitty Kitty. You are going to see the can art, and then I will show you the animated page for it, just because it is very cute.
Okay.
But it is a Belgio American Pale Ale.
A Belgio.
Belgio.
Pale ale.
The hops are Zythos, Sterling, Hallertau, and Pearl. Or it's actually Hallertau Pearl. The ABV is 7%. The tasting notes are passion fruit and citrus aromatics, big-time juicy fruits with a nice hoppy bite, and it is available year-round.
A lot of these fruity, hoppy IPAs floating around.
Quite common, yes. I wanted to go over the hops. Zythos has notes of tangerine, grapefruit, pine, and even pineapple.
Never heard of that one.
Its high alpha acid content means it can be useful for bittering, but is largely intended to shine as an aroma hop.
There was another hop that I'm remembering. Your description kind of reminded me.
Well, we've had Sterling hops before.
What you just said, your sentence, it has a high alpha content. So
Alpha acid content?
Yeah, so it's like used for bittering. I think I don't know if it was the same hop or if it was a different hop, but it had a very similar description from one of our previous beers. I can't remember. I can hardly keep track of the beers that we drink. Don't even ask me about keep track of the hops.
Okay, so it does have a beer advocate score.
Okay, one hop and then we're moving on.
I couldn't find the rest of what I wanted. We've done Sterling, but I couldn't find a description on Hallertau.
We had Hallertau for
Did
one of our last. It wasn't the last one, maybe the one before it. I can't remember. Yeah.
Well, then, I don't know. I
Hallertau
feel like we've
hops.
had Zythos and Sterling. I don't remember Hallertau.
Yeah, I specifically here. Now I gotta find it. Hang on.
Okay.
The last beer, Lock Effect, had Hallertau Blanc hops.
Oh, okay. This is Hallertau Pearl.
Pearl.
Pearl. Anyways, Hell Kitty Kitty. It is ranked 142 in the Pale Ale Belgian style. Overall, it is ranked 27,036. It has a score of 84, which is good.
Good.
Yes, good. My review comes from Beginner 2. They're from Illinois. They gave the look a 3.75, a smell the same, taste the same, feel the same, and overall a 4.25.
Okay.
The the review is very mixed, but I liked it because being the curmudgeon, I like it because he used curmudgeon, that I am. I suppose this is what BPAs are becoming. Particularly if a Belgian specialist like Whiner wants to grow in this hophead market we call North America. But being a traditionalist also, I put this in the Saison category. It is a spirited ale. Its main contribution is that it is okay to make a Saison and have it be called a BPA. Judging Hell Kitty Kitty on its merits, it looks slightly above average. Its smell of grapefruit puts me off a little bit, but otherwise it's okay. Its initial taste is fine, but grapefruit takes over the mid-palate while it finishes too dry for many foods.
You were just talking about how you're not a fan of grapefruit.
I surmise Kitty sits okay in the mouth and is overall refreshing. Have it again? Maybe. I share this observation for those who want to know how objective my rating is. He just goes into how he's rated other ones, but he updated it and he's had it 2 more times.
No.
He said in 2018, the grapefruit rind does not go well with food. This goes better with food than I thought the first time, though. Lessons, second chances are worth it half the time. Then he reviewed it again in 2020 and said, had again and surprised myself pleasantly and enjoyed Kitty even more. Versatile almost with food, but after editing the above review, I decided all are served best if I now keep count over at Untapped. I will have Kitty again. So he likes it now.
All right.
So it's not bad.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a few tries.
Maybe that's how I'll feel about zombie dust. Or the one that tasted like salty grossness.
Sequench.
Yeah, ew.
I liked Sequench. We got to do another sour beer. Or Goza. But we should definitely have zombie dust. Maybe like I was gonna say maybe on our 100th episode, but I'm gonna kick it back to 50. Let's see if we can get to 50.
We're gonna get to 100. Yeah. Don't even joke.
Okay, our 100th episode, we're gonna have zombie dust again, and see if your opinions changed after becoming the beer expert that you now are
from listening to us.
All these episodes, yep.
Or for me specifically.
Shall I get the beer?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay.
Don't look at the can until you get here. Okay, now you can look.
Oh my god, they're in a tank.
Yeah, it's Hell Kitty Kitty. They're running over a goose. Now I can show you.
This is amazing. What's their website?
Whinerbeer.com.
.com.
I looked up their address. Why didn't I read it off? Where did it go? I think it literally just says Chicago.
There's a white.
Yeah, it's just Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, we'll have a picture of this on our Instagram. By the way, Beer and Fearcast. But I'll describe it real quick. There's a white cat with a mohawk and a black cat with underwear on its head, piloting a tank that's running over a goose and an armadillo.
Could be a helmet.
It looks like underwear. Running over a goose and an armadillo, and firing the words "Hell Kitty Kitty."
And then there's a cat that looks like he's wearing like a super sweet anime helmet.
Yeah, like a samurai helmet almost. And then he's got like that's like ammunition. He's got like an ammo strap on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's a bad bitch.
This is cool.
I wonder if it says the suggestion of what you should drink it with.
I appreciate the humor.
It's cute, right? Doesn't look like it does.
Governmental warning: according to the Surgeon General, women should not.
Don't take my joke. All right, give me a sniff.
Grapefruit.
Ooh, I don't like actual grapefruit. Like grapefruit juice, I have a problem with.
You know what? It's smell is fruity, but not as forward as some other fruit beers that we've had.
Look at that.
Your glass is all foam.
It is literally all foam. That is dark. That is darker than I thought it would be.
That's also a very...
They're very thick foam.
It is a thick foam, but like not... I'm not talking about like the height of the foam. I'm talking about like, look at the foam on top.
I know.
It's just, it looks very stuck together. I don't know what like frothy, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah. The color is not what I was expecting at all.
It is a little bit deeper, yeah. Yeah, but the fruit isn't as in your face as some other
No.
fruit
You can
beers
definitely
that we've had.
smell the hops.
I can't remember any of them.
We've had a lot of fruit beers.
But
I'm just waiting to get rid of all this foam.
the smell's pleasant, though. I love this.
It's very nice.
I would wear this as a cologne.
You would? Yeah.
That's how you know it passes the smell test.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we're going to need to wait for this foam to settle down here.
Yeah, I have a lot. Oh my god, if you have foam for more than 4 hours, consult your doctor. Bring that joke back.
You know, we've got so many great T-shirt ideas.
We really do.
But zero funding to make any of it happen.
That's true.
Oh, I could tell you while we wait, Scott...
Look how thick that foam is.
It's pretty tall.
No, I meant on my finger, look.
I mean, you just 180'd your can in your glass, though, so...
What?
Hey, don't you get a premature taste there from your foam finger.
Ew.
Scott sent us an email
Yeah, okay.
to beerandfearcast@gmail.com.
Aw, thanks, Scott, because we're lonely.
Well, I'm not going to read the whole email
Why?
here.
Why is it inappropriate?
No, because it's a review of one of our bonus episode beers that we haven't talked about or released up the episode
Oh,
for.
he got back about it?
Yes.
Nice.
So he sent us a review. His first line is, "Okay, so my review. Y'all dying for emails, so fuck it, here's an email."
We are dying for emails, Scott.
So you're right, because he's probably has pity for us.
Oh, wow, that's depressing. That's depressing to hear.
But he sent us an email. He
Pity for us.
reviewed one of our bonus beers. We haven't released the episode, but keep an eye out for it. We should release it soon, hopefully. He also enjoyed that bonus beer in the shower. He was like, "I can't wait to go home and have a nice shower beer." And then I told him, I don't know if that beer is like complimentary with showers, like some beers are.
Not at all.
But that one was a little obscure.
Yeah, that is definitely not a shower beer. And I'm going to imagine that in his review, he said it was a bad idea to drink it in the shower.
Well, you'll have to wait and find out.
I'm excited. Okay. Clink it, drink it. Oh, wait. Clink it, drink it, sink it. The foam is so fluffy. There's a whole lot going on in that.
This is a strange one.
How do you feel about it?
It's pleasant so far, but
I find it to be very smooth. Even though it says that there's a bite of hops, I really don't notice a huge bite of hops. Like, it's just a pleasant, like, sensation, kind of like along my tongue, where it's just like, ooh, that's like a different flavor profile, where it's just kind of like, oh, that's enjoyable.
this is what was that other beer that we had where I said this is unlike anything I've tasted before. This is unlike anything I've tasted before.
It's just so smooth and like light.
I'm having a really hard time describing it. I mean, we've had Belgian. I think we've had Belgian pale ales before. We've had fruity IPAs and hazy IPAs before. I guess they're all kind of similar. I forgot what sizings are. I'll have to look it up. But the flavor profile, the complexity of this is a completely new taste to me.
With how strong, or how decently noticeable, at least, I guess not strong, the smell of grapefruit is, it is not one of the most noticeable flavors. Like, it's just very evenly balanced with the hops.
I get a bite up front.
Mm-hmm, same. We've had stronger hops, though.
And then it quickly mellows out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're left with a fruit.
Yes.
Just an overall coating of fruit in your mouth. And it does linger for a long time. But it's pleasant. Mm-hmm. and it's a mix of few different kinds of fruits. I can only taste grapefruit, maybe orange.
Tangerine is what I got.
Yeah,
Because that hops has tangerine in it.
I think we talked about that last time.
Well, there's another episode. God, not Loch Ness. The one before Loch Ness.
Mm-hmm. Where it was like orange or tangerine or maybe a mix of both. Or like, yeah, I'm thinking of a tangerine tornado.
Party Gator.
Tangerine was...
Party Gator was much sweeter.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I can drink this pretty easily. Like, and it comes in a 6-pack, so, like, I have no problem drinking the rest of these. But, like, just to get a flavor profile, I've had, like, half my glass.
Well, that's what I'm doing. It's like, I can't really... I don't know. Maybe to me there's some like flowery notes in there too. Not like, the flour that you bake with, but like flowers that grow from the ground.
Yes.
It's unique.
I find it pleasant.
I like it. And like you said, it is very smooth, easy to drink. I might have a second one just because of how much I enjoy this. But it's so different. It's so far from any other beers that I think I've had on this show before. It's similar in the mouthfeel and the taste and body of the beer. The style is similar to stuff that we've had before, but just the flavor and the taste of the beer is quite different.
I just find it very enjoyable.
I would recommend it. And
honestly, my burp tastes great too.
Oh, I haven't checked my burp yet.
You have to check your burp.
Yeah.
It's important. It's like you're tasting it again, but a different time.
It contributes to the overall rating of the beer
It
quite
does.
significantly.
I feel like it should be a thing that's actually considered.
I'm trying to get a burp here.
Yeah, I get it. You don't need that intense of a burp.
Hey, when I want a burp, I go big.
Wow. Just like a little burp.
Yeah, I'm having a real hard time describing this. But citrusy, not overwhelmingly citrus. I would say the hops and the bitterness is more present than the fruit is.
I now understand why that review from Beginner was kind of like back and forth. Because I feel like this is a beer that you do need to try multiple times to get a different outlook on the taste. Outright, I like it. Like straight out from the beginning, I think it's very enjoyable. But I think that maybe over time, like if I came back and tried it again, I would probably like it and notice things differently about it.
Mm-hmm. Like a good book.
Sure.
Or a film.
Yeah, notice different parts about it.
I'm trying to imagine what foods would pair with this.
It said that his review said it was versatile and you could pair it with literally anything, but I feel like it would probably, I don't think it would pair with everything.
Well, he said he didn't enjoy it with food, right?
And then he did a second review and said that it was versatile with different foods.
Okay. It's, I'm almost done.
Me too.
With my glass. It's tasty.
It's just a good beer.
It's lip smacking good.
Yeah. It's big juicy.
It's big juicy.
Big time juicy.
Fruit, bitterness, good blend of both.
We didn't really go over the color. It's more amber.
Yeah. It's about there.
Yeah, it's about there.
Yep. About as amber as amber gets.
Mm-hmm. I highly recommend it. It's great. It's a mellow beer. It's not too intense in flavor, but it's brewed well. So if you're not someone who likes like a wild beer that's like way too intense, like with hop or with like the yeast or whatever they're brewing with, this is a simple but enjoyable, well brewed craft beer. Which I find it interesting. It makes me want to try their other beers because they say that they brew things for people with a wanderlust palate. So their other ones must be very interesting.
Yeah, from what I imagine, just based on this one alone and the can art, I imagine that they kind of, they try some wacky stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like Dogfish.
Yeah.
This is the beer that Chelsea picked.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I dig it. So I don't have a lot of information, so I'll run through this really quick.
Well, give me that history.
The Bakeneko.
Yes.
Meaning changed cat.
Yes.
Literally, bake means transform, and neko means cat. Transform cat is a type of Japanese yokai, or supernatural creature. Damn it, I got photos.
Damn it, I got photos.
It's an example of yokai.
Weirdly enough, I know about yokai.
And then, you know what Bakeneko's like.
I do, yes.
Yeah, we both did research.
Bakeneko with napkin on head.
Yokai, meaning ghost, phantom, or strange apparition. Literally, yo meaning attractive, bewitching, or calamity, and kai meaning mysterious, are a class of supernatural monsters and spirits in Japanese folklore, also referred to as ayakashi, mononoke, or mamono. They range from being malevolent or mischievous entities believed to cause misfortune and harm to those who bring good fortune to those who encounter them. They can do one or the other. They often possess animal features, but may also appear humanoid in appearance. Some resemble inanimate objects, while others have no discernible shape. They're typically described as having spiritual or supernatural abilities, with shapeshifting being the most common trait associated with them. Yokai that shapeshift are known as bakemono or obake. As the name might suggest, Bakeneko are shapeshifting cats. They're often confused with the nekomata, which is another cat-like yokai, but the main difference between the two is that the nekomata has 2 tails, while the Bakeneko has only 1. Here's a picture of a nekomata. I only see 1 tail here, though. Maybe the other one's underneath the...
A lot of the times there'll be like a tail
garb.
that's split.
Yeah. The reason that cats are seen as yokai in Japanese mythology is attributed to many of their characteristics. For example, the irises of their eyes change shape depending on the time of day. Their fur can seem to cause sparks when they are petted, due to static electricity. They sometimes lick blood. They can walk without making a sound.
Me too.
Their wild nature that remains despite the gentleness they can show. They are difficult to control, unlike dogs. Their sharp claws and teeth, nocturnal habits, and their speed and agility.
With great power comes great responsibility, spider cat.
Many other animals appear as yokai in old tales and display similar attributes, such as the deep tenacity of snakes, or the ability of foxes, kitsune,
Yes.
to shapeshift into women.
Is it kitsune? I've always said kitsune.
Kitsune. Kitsune. However, cats figure in a great number of tales and superstitions because they live with humans, yet retain their wild essence and air of mystery.
Ah, of course.
One folk belief about the Bakeneko is that they lick lamp oil. In the Edo period, Encyclopedia Wakan Sansai Zue,
Ooh.
it is said that a cat licking this oil is an omen of an impending strange event. People in the early modern period used cheap fish oils and lamps, e.g. sardine oil, that could explain cats wanting to lick them. Also, at that time, the Japanese diet was based on grains and vegetables, and while the leftovers were fed to the cats, as carnivores, the cats would have lacked for protein and fat, and therefore been even more attracted to lamp oils. Moreover, the sight of a cat standing on its hind legs to reach a lamp, its face lit with anticipation, could have seemed eerie and unnatural, like a yokai. There are folk beliefs across Japan about aged cats turning into Bakeneko. There are tales of cats that become Bakeneko after being raised for 12 years in an Ibaraki Prefecture and Nagano Prefecture, and for 13 years in Kunigami District, Okinawa Prefecture. In Yamagata District, Hiroshima Prefecture, it is said that a cat raised for 7 years or longer will kill the one that raised it.
Oof.
There are also many regions where, due to this superstition, people decided in advance for how many years they would raise a cat. Depending on the area, there are stories in which cats that were brutally killed by humans would become Bakeneko and curse that human.
I would curse that human too.
Yeah, that human deserves to be cursed.
Yeah, fuck you.
Bakeneko stories are not only about aged cats, but also sometimes about revenge against cruel humans.
Plenty of those.
I dig it. This is good beer.
I'm glad you like it. I feel like every single beer I've picked out so far you've liked.
I'm getting like some pineapple too now. Almost like cream soda-ish. Yeah, weird.
see that.
But I'm getting some cream soda aftertaste. The abilities attributed to Bakeneko are various, including shapeshifting into humans, wearing a towel or napkin on the head and dancing, speaking human words, cursing humans, manipulating dead people, possessing humans, and lurking in the mountains and taking wolves with them to attack travelers.
Just hanging out with wolves.
Yeah, why not?
These are my wolf friends.
The wolf boys.
These are the wolf boys.
And then this is, I think if you look up Bakeneko on Wikipedia, this is the photo at the top.
Yeah, Bakeneko with napkin.
The napkin on the head.
Yes.
As an unusual example, on Aji Island, Oshika District, Miyagaki Prefecture, and in the Oki Islands, Shimane Prefecture, there is a story of a cat that shapeshifted into a human and wanted to engage in sumo.
What?
The legend that cats could speak may have arisen from misinterpreting the cat's meowing as human language.
He just wanted to do sumo.
For this reason, some would say that the cat is not a type of yokai. In 1992, in the Yomiuri newspaper, there was an article that argued that when people thought they had heard a cat speak, upon listening a second time, they realized that it was simply the cat's meowing, and that it was only a coincidence that it resembled a human word. In the Edo period, 1603 to 1867, there was a folk belief that cats with long tails, like snakes, could bewitch people. Cats with long tails were disliked, and there was a custom of cutting their tails. Don't do this. It is speculated that this is the reason that there are so many cats in Japan with short tails now. Natural selection having favored those with short tails. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just don't do it. Also, don't declaw your cats. It's mean. Don't do it.
Please don't. That's like ripping their toes off.
Don't do it. Folk beliefs that cats can cause strange phenomena are not limited to Japan. For example, in Jinhua, Zhejiang in China, it is said that a cat that had been raised by humans for 3 years would start bewitching them. 3 years is the limit, apparently.
Yes.
Because cats with white tails are said to be especially good at this, refraining from raising them became customary. Since their ability to bewitch humans is said to come from taking in the spiritual energy of the moon, it is said that when a cat looks up at the moon, it should be killed on the spot. Also, don't do that.
Hey, please don't kill cats.
Whether its tail had been cut or not.
Cats are so cute.
Cats are great. Don't do that. There exist several landmarks around Japan that tell or represent stories and tales concerning Bakeneko and other cat yokai. I didn't really cover them. I didn't know if you were going to cover them. But there are different places, like different shrines around Japan, different train stations that have, what's the word? Not like hints, but have like, they sort of suggest the Bakeneko legends in their design. Whether it's like an actual shrine or like this is a monument in the entryway of a train station.
Looks like cat eyes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So just a lot of little things scattered around Japan that kind of point at Bakeneko. It's pretty neat.
No, I didn't talk about that.
Fun fact, the popular good luck totem, the Maneki Neko, the beckoning cat, found in shop fronts, is also a type of Bakeneko. I never knew the name for that thing. It's that little white statue, sometimes made out of porcelain or plastic. And it has the arm sometimes that waves back and forth. If they're battery powered, they have an arm that waves. Otherwise, it's just like a paw up here. It's like a beckoning cat. It is a type of Bakeneko, and it's supposed to be good luck, apparently. I want one now.
They're cute. My
Yeah.
sister has one.
I want to get one. I'll put it on my desk.
Okay.
Maybe bring it to work.
Okay.
That would be a great idea. Get a Maneki Neko and bring it to work next to my desk. That'd be amazing.
Okay, do that.
That's my section.
Okay. Alrighty. I go into a couple things. There is a Bakeneko legend that takes place in the time of Nabashima Mitsuhige. Hige? You're the one that took Japanese.
I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh, never mind then. Well, let me just summarize really quickly. 2 people were playing a game of Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to play that game.
I have no idea how to play that game. And displeased at this game of Go, Mitsuhige he put his opponent, Ryozoji's mother, to the sword.
Oh,
So I'm guessing that means that she was killed.
that's what I do when I lose a game.
It puts your
Go.
opponent's mother to the sword while recounting her sorrows to her. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wow. What the fuck is wrong with me?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Ryozoji was put to the sword, and Ryozoji's mother was alive. There we go.
Okay. Good.
There we go.
Mom is saved.
Yeah, mom's fine. So Mitsuhige put Ryozoji to the sword because he was displeased in their game of Go.
Sure.
And then Ryozoji's mother was recounting her sorrows to her cat and committed suicide. The cat licked her blood and became a Bakeneko. It went into the castle and tormented Mitsuhige every night until his loyal retainer, Komori, finally killed it and saved Mitsuhige's family, or the Nabashima family. Historically, the Ryozoji clan was older than the Nabashima clan, and after Ryozoji's death, his assistant held the real power. And after the sudden death of Takanobu's grandchild, Takafusa, his father, Masai, also committed suicide. Afterwards, since the remnants of the Ryozoji clan created disturbances in the public order near the Saga castle. Saga?
Be Saga.
Saga. Not Sega.
No, not them.
In order to pacify the spirits of the Ryozoji, they built 10, it's 10 UG, but it's now Tafus. Tafuse.
Tafuse.
Tafuse. Is it always like a hard E?
Well, the syllables are broken up into, they're usually like two letters, like ta and then fu, and then it's se.
Okay.
So it's, you're not reading it like an English word.
You're reading it into different parts.
In the syllables of Japanese.
Okay. Anyways, this castle that was built has been considered the origin of the disturbances, and it is thought that the Bakeneko was an expression of the Ryozoji's grudge in the form of a cat. One famous Bakeneko story is about a man named Takasu Genbei, whose mother's personality changed completely after his pet cat went missing for many years. His mother avoided the company of friends and family and would take her meals alone in her room. When the family peeked in on her, they saw a cat-like monster in the mother's clothes, chewing on animal carcasses. Takasu, still skeptical, slew what looked like his mother, and after one day, his mother's body turned back into his pet cat that had been missing. He then tore up the floorboards of his mother's room to find her skeleton hidden there, her bones gnawed clean of all
Oh my
flesh.
gosh. It's a crazy cat.
He's got a lot going on. He's got
Hiding the mom in the floorboards and
he's got some issues.
chewing off the flesh. But that's what I do when my cat goes missing.
Yeah.
I just seclude myself and don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's it. That's my section.
That's it?
No.
That was scary. That was loud in my ears. That was the loudest you've been all episode.
I'm not a loud person. Anyways, so Bakeneko, otherwise known as monster cat, ghost cat, they typically live in towns and cities. Their diet consists of fish, birds, small animals, and occasionally humans. So they're typically carnivorous. They, did you go over appearance? I don't think you went over appearance, right? General appearance?
No, actually I didn't. Just the one tail versus two thing.
Yeah.
And then the napkin.
They typically look like cats, feral and domestic, and they are all over Japan. They are in houses as pets, on farms as exterminators, or in cities and towns as strays. Like many of Japan's animals, when cats live to an old age, they develop supernatural powers and transform into yokai. Bakeneko begin their supernatural life looking almost identical to an ordinary house cat. Soon they begin to walk on their hind legs as they age and their powers increase. They can grow large, indeed, up to the size of a full-grown human. You went over their shape-shifting abilities and their ability to disguise themselves as smaller cats or humans, sometimes taking the shape of their own masters. They learn to speak human languages while in disguise, and they are known to dress up as humans, like you said, with towels around their heads.
Right.
In this form, they like to dance around merrily.
Right.
Good times. While this sounds frivolous and even cute, they are a menace to any house they live in or near. They can eat things that are much bigger than they are.
Like me?
Yeah. And even can consume poisonous things without difficulty. So they commonly eat their own master and then assume their form, living in their place, like we saw in the legend. They can also summon ghostly fireballs and are known to accidentally start house fires.
Whoops.
Oopsies. Their tails acting like torches, igniting any flammable materials in the house. And then you said that they also have the ability to reanimate fresh corpses. Good times.
Maybe that's what happened at that. There was a house fire, like just north of here in St. Charles, and they had cats in the house. And I'm thinking maybe one of them was
A Bakeneko.
Bakeneko.
Oh, I wanted to go over the Nekomata. They're basically powered up Bakeneko. So they begin in a similar way to Bakeneko. They're a domestic cat standing on its hind legs. However, Nekomata are the largest and oldest cats and have longer tails than the Bakeneko. They're said to have the two identical tails after they change, and that's enabling them to create double the trouble.
Of course.
Which cute. I don't know about you, but I don't think I could take a Bakeneko or a Nekomata seriously.
They sound like little cat gremlins.
Which I love.
Yeah,
That's
but I mean,
cute.
then they'd starting fires in the house and
Yeah.
eating you. So that wouldn't be
that's true.
funny.
They don't always eat you. It is believed that more Nekomata can speak human languages than the Bakeneko, and that they use this ability to create extra havoc in human lives. While legends show that not all Bakeneko are nefarious, all Nekomata are thought to be. The Nekomata are said to find great pleasure in creating chaos and are thought to be responsible for large fires and blackmailing or enslaving humans.
Yeah.
What's a cat got to do to blackmail something?
I feel like you're doing my section now.
I just went over Nekomata.
No, I mean, like, not the stuff I covered, but...
Oh, just with Nekomata?
Like
I just wanted to go over Nekomata.
Uh-huh.
I can stop.
Yeah, I didn't touch on them.
Well,
Was it hard to find stories?
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine with something so niche. Maybe if we lived in Japan,
It'd be easier.
yeah, we can like ask a local or a neighbor.
An auntie. Did I tell you that I watched Kung Fu Hustle?
I don't know what that is.
No? Oh my god, please watch it. It was the funniest movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You've seen Kung Pao, right?
No.
You haven't seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist? Mm-mm. That was when I was saying, Chosen One!
What?
I'm coming! Chosen One! And then wee 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 wee!
I have no idea.
It's from it's from Kung Pao.
One of those famous Japanese legends is about the Bakeneko prostitutes of, is it Edo?
Yeah, Edo or Ito. I don't know. I think it's
Anyways,
Edo.
the former name of Tokyo.
Ito, yeah.
There are many of these stories, but all share a common thread. Often the client of the prostitute falls asleep only to awaken to see the beautiful woman picking at fish bones or other seafood while she has a head of a cat or shadow of a cat. Other versions have the cat shadow appear when the man sees a beautiful prostitute casting the shadow as she approaches him on the streets. Regardless of the beginning, the legend continues with the man being terrified that he is in the presence of a Bakeneko and escaping if possible. Sometimes the stories go further as the Bakeneko pounces on her victim and kills him. The mysterious Bakeneko prostitutes apparently rose as an urban legend from the case of a Bakeneko that was supposedly working as a Meshimori?
I don't know how it's spelled, but sounds right.
Anyways, a type of low-rent waitress maid prostitute. At the Isle Inn in the Shinagawa Juku area of Edo, one of the 53 stations of the Tokaido Sea Highway in the late 1700s. I don't know about my ability to pronounce Japanese words. There is a belief that the Bakeneko prostitute image began as it was not acceptable for prostitutes to eat in front of their customers, so they hunched over their stolen meals as the client slept.
Oh, gosh.
When the man awoke, he may have seen her in a distorted way, especially after the night of drinking. Perhaps unexpectedly, the fad of cat girls remains prominent in modern Japanese manga, anime, and video games today because of this.
Oh.
I just like the pictures of Bakeneko prostitute eating. There's her guy. He's just like, "What are you doing?"
Maybe it was just like, those tales that get told over many generations.
Sure.
Details get, skewed and,
Yeah.
things changed. So it probably evolved to what it is now. Much like our Jersey Devil story,
Yeah.
I imagine the tale may have not initially began as I saw this cat demon slouch over my food after I woke up, but maybe turned into that over time, kind of like a game of telephone
Sure.
kind of deal.
This is a story about Nikomata, just because I didn't find that many about
Yeah.
Bakeneko. It involves the changing cat, which is again similar to the Bakeneko anyways.
Right.
A prince, a geisha, and a soldier. The story begins with the Nekomata watching the favorite geisha return to her room after a night with the prince. It waited until she was asleep, then crept in, pounced on the sleeping geisha, and strangled her. The cat then dragged the body outside, where it buried the unfortunate woman under some flowers. Following the murder, the Nekomata transformed into the geisha's form. Each night, the Nekomata went to visit the prince, just as the geisha had before it. However, when the prince fell asleep, the Nekomata would drink his blood. These encounters led the prince to complain of horrible dreams as he gradually became weaker and weaker. No doctors were able to identify the prince's ailment, so they ordered soldiers to watch the prince around the clock. Oddly enough, around midnight every night, the soldiers became uncontrollably weary and fell asleep, leaving the opportunity for the Nikomata to continue its visits. But one night, things changed. A young soldier came to the castle to offer to help the prince. The soldier purified himself in the fountain and prayed to an icon of Buddha for several hours. A Buddhist priest saw the young man's dedication and asked if he would like to watch over the prince at night. He then warned the soldier that there was a problem, as all the soldiers fell asleep around midnight. The soldier accepted the offer and told the priest not to worry. He knew a surefire way to stay awake. Close to midnight that night, without fail, the soldiers began to nod off one by one. Even the young soldier stifled a yawn. But then he drew his knife and stabbed himself in the leg, as one does.
It's a good way to stay awake.
Each time he began to grow weary, he turned the blade and became alert. So he just kept stabbing himself. With the arrival of midnight came the beautiful geisha.
That's how I stay awake at work.
Me too. She slid open the door and crept towards the sleeping prince's bed. The young soldier stood up and raised his knife. The geisha flashed her yellow eyes at the soldier, then left as quietly as she entered. The same thing happened for the next 4 nights. The soldier was certain the geisha with yellow eyes was at fault for the prince's illness and tried to warn him. But even as his health returned, the prince refused to hear the soldier's complaints against his favorite lover. Thus, the young soldier made a plan to kill the suspicious geisha himself. The young soldier met the geisha one night at her room with 8 of his companions hiding behind him, which I'm just imagining. Like, he's standing there and there's like 8 dudes behind him, and they're just like, the Nikomata's just like, what's going on back there? And he's like, nothing. Look over this way. When she answered her door, the soldier saw her yellow eyes flash again. He handed her a folded piece of paper and asked her to read it. Then, with the geisha's attention preoccupied, he pulled out his knife and tried to stab her. The geisha fought back, and the rest of the soldiers advanced. In an instant, the Nekomata turned into its cat form and sprang away from its attackers. It then raced off into the night. The next day, the soldier told the prince of the previous night's events, and a search began for the real geisha's body. When it was discovered by the gardener, the prince was beyond comfort and ordered his soldiers to find and kill the Nekomata that took his beloved's life. The young soldier found the Nekomata and enacted the prince's revenge. The myths of the Bakeneko show that not all of the creatures are created equal. There are also short stories that involve Bakeneko helping individuals that cared for them when they were regular cats. Normally, the stories involve one person, a maid or a gardener, being kind to a cat, while another person with more authority, i.e. the mistress of the house or grandfather, is cruel. In these stories, the cat eventually becomes a Bakeneko and by chance meets with its benefactor. The benefactor of the story is often seen seeking shelter in the house, on a mountain, or an island where the Nekomata or Bakeneko tend to live. When the Bakeneko sees its old friend, it warns him or her that they must leave because the person has stumbled upon a place where the cats gather. The cats gather. I want to go there. The Bakeneko also sometimes identifies itself as it provides the individual with a token that will help in its escape. If by chance the person who maltreated the cat also appears in the Bakeneko's future, he or she will be killed by the Bakeneko as revenge. Undoubtedly, the message is Take care of your pets.
Please. Don't cut their tails.
Please.
Don't kill them if they look at the moon.
Despite the terrifying legends of the Bakeneko and Nekomata, cats are not hated across Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They have played an important part in Japanese culture in many ways.
Yep.
Like the good luck fortune cat that, with the beckoning paw. Hello Kitty. There's a few shrines.
There's a few.
Quite a few. There's like Cat Island, too.
Yeah. Island.
Aoshima.
Yeah, I want to go there.
I want to go to Cat Island.
Everyone wants to go to Cat Island.
Or Fox Island.
I think they have a dog island. They got a lot of islands.
This was Japan.
Deer Island.
Mostly islands.
But you can take a Google Street View tour
Of Cat Island?
of Owl Island, yeah. And there are a lot of cats.
Yeah. How many?
Cats outnumber humans anywhere from 6 to 1 or 10 to 1.
Damn.
This also says, but as elderly inhabitants of the island have died, the ratio has greatly increased to almost 36 to 1.
They're turning into cats.
Yeah, Bakeneko on the island. There are a lot of cats on this island.
I want to hang out with these cats. What are you looking at cat pics for?
I'm looking at Owl Island. That's a lot of cats.
That's a lot of cats. Zachary.
Paige.
What did you think of the beer?
Thought it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good?
Thought it was good, say.
I thought it was enjoyable. It's not bad.
Yeah, fruity, hoppy, but not like
It was mellow.
a lot of the fruity, hoppy beers we've had before.
Fruity and hoppy, but not like those other fruity and hoppy beers.
No, it's different.
I don't think that the fruit was like the main, focus.
It's got a weird mix of both.
Yeah.
I really have almost done with my second beer, and I'm still having a really hard time describing.
All I know is that it was smooth, it was enjoyable, it was very easy to drink, and I drank it very quickly, meaning that it was very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable.
That's how I gauge it, though, because, if I have a beer that takes me a while to, drink it, it's usually because I'm having a hard time enjoying the flavor of it.
Yeah.
But when you find a beer that you're just like, holy shit, this is so
Yeah,
good.
you can keep taking sips of
You
it.
keep going because you're trying to figure out what your flavor profile is that you're experiencing.
Flavor profile.
That's what it is, the flavor
Hashtag
profile.
flavor profile.
Hashtag flavor profile.
Yeah, I'm getting, I don't know, second beer getting some cream soda vibes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's got some weird stuff going on with it,
It's got some stuff going on.
but I like it.
I like you.
Uh-huh.
BFF right there.
BFFFL.
Best friend for life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I liked it. I thought it was really well brewed. Good job to Whiner Brew. I would really like to try more of what they got.
They're in Chicago?
Yep. It says in the backyard suburbs.
Do they? Oh, the backyard, yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have like a restaurant or brew pub attached?
I don't think it's an actual tap room. I think it's literally just the brewery from what I saw.
Whiner Beer. Oh, there he is.
I just didn't read anything about a tap room.
Oh, they've got tables.
Okay.
It looks cool. Looks industrial.
It does.
Like you're eating on the floor of the... These guys look so happy. Are they...
They're cute. No, I don't think they're a couple.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going here.
Yeah.
Save.
Steve.
Want to go.
Alrighty. Well, that is episode 26, beerandfearcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, beer suggestions, or if you want to ask me out on a date. Kisses.
Concerns.
Yeah. Questions, comments, concerns, ideas.
Who would be concerned?
Are you concerned for my safety? You should be. Zach is dangerous.
Who is concerned?
I'm pretty sure
listening to
he's a
this?
Bakeneko. I've seen him eat his food in a corner, hoveled over like a cat prostitute.
Yep.
I know what he is.
That's what I went as Halloween last year.
Cat
I
prostitute.
was a cat prostitute.
Oh no.
And we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit.
I have some new animal pictures I'll be posting shortly.
Good.
About damn time.
We post pictures of our beer and tag the breweries so you can follow them, check them out. And then our new episodes we post on the other platforms as well. If you want to follow us and stay up to date with what we got.
Exactly. Anything else, sir? I just gotta pee. Will you stop chewing pumpkin seeds?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Have a good day. Your face is scary. Your face is scary. That face, don't make that face again. Scary face. That's gonna be my dreams.
Have a good day.